And hi everybody, welcome back to remodeling my room, my work room. Ooh. So today I wanted to kind of actually work on my board. I'm just tired of seeing it look plain, so I want to kind of fill this part of my room up, maybe just put some other random stuff in these little corners, see what I vibe with. I got a bag of pins here that I've collected and like keychains and things. So we're gonna kind of see what I find and what I pick out first. Don't really know. I've got a lot of stuff in there. I have no planning. When do I ever plan stuff? That's never. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, so we've moved, but the first thing I want to start with is the pin that I got at Christmas time. It's called the Clumsy Professor, but it's a little Powerpuff Girl button, just chemical X. And I thought this would be a good way to start it because Christmas just happened, so. Wow! Look at all that stuff on the floor. But the next set of pins I want to go through are, I have these official Owl House pins. I have four in total. But the first one I'm going to put. Good peel. Second good peel. Oh. This is my good Katamari shaker charm. Ooh. Yeah, let's go. And there's another one. Ooh. All right, so at this point, I get very quiet and I kind of just get super focused on the actual work. So this is future me coming back and just kind of talking about it. This is a lot of fun. There was, of course, just more stress than it needed to be because for some reason, I have a new phone. If you didn't already know, I've mentioned it before, but my video file got corrupted and I got very lucky that I was still able to use it because I was planning to speed the video up without over explaining it. Towards the end of the video, the file got completely silent and was just sped up faster than normal, like almost 4 times faster. And, you know, luckily again, I was already making it fast and it didn't really need the sound, but it gets really funky. You'll notice at the end of the video, I have like a recorded file because I had to screen record it from Google Photos. That's the only place where it was visible, so the quality gets very low. Quick break. This one's not good. This one's not good at all. Oh wow, I had to take breaks for all the little peels. Peels are good. Good sounds. Get a little bit of ASMR. I think another one's coming up. But yeah, this was still at the end of it all. Really fun. It took a little bit longer than I thought it would. And then with the file corruption on top of that, what are you gonna do? Even if I wanted to use some of the audio files, I really couldn't. And it just kind of stunk. I kind of already planned that I was gonna be talking over it a little bit. But either way, a lot of these pins and keychains I've been collecting just and hoarding for a long time. I really actually thought I was going to fill up more of the board, but I'm really glad that I didn't. I don't end up filling up all 6 of my boards, thank goodness. So I can still buy pins and keychains and not have to worry about like, am I going to have too much and nowhere to put them. I'm so glad I have room to grow even after this, especially too because I tend to like getting keychains and pins, but you know, when you're thinking like, where am I going to put this, you'll tend to hesitate. So now I have somewhere to put them, yay! And you know, it's really random. I tend to have a very clustered kind of style, but I'm very happy with how it turned out in the end. So I hope you're excited to see it with me. It's been years since I've been collecting some of these. I mean, I even have more just kind of janky pins that I didn't really put on here because they're either rusty and old, or because they're not really interests that I have anymore, or they're kind of like cringy, I guess. Not like I don't already have cringe on this board. I have My Little Pony right at the top, but you know, there can be more cringy things that I think I had. But it's so fun, and just kind of having like some of the oldest pins that I have mixed with some of the new pins and keychains. I just thought it was cute how it kind of all came together. It's just a little board of my life, I guess, you know? So my fingers end up hurting afterwards. I think, you know, when you have old pins and they've been in a bag and they've gotten like water damaged or just like gotten old, they get like a really terrible texture on them, and so that already sucked. And I later end up using a hammer and some pins to put up some prints to fill out some of the space, and that also hurt my finger. These never end with my finger not hurting, and I try to figure out ways to like lessen the blow, and it still hasn't worked. So what are you gonna do? But I'm very excited. It's been a lot of fun making these like progress videos for my room, and you know, there's not a whole lot left to be done, but then I go and I do the project and it feels like I have more than I thought I would, because I have my door and I have another wall and I have different corners. I can even put some things on my green screen wall that I can just remove whenever I randomly do decide to use my green screen wall again. But I've got lots of little things. It's just fun. Ooh, crunchy. Love the good peels. I wish I had more of them. I think that Katamari one had one at one point, and I guess I took it off. It's fun watching it again and just surprising myself with the peel. But yeah, and I mentioned this too, but I don't have all the artists for these because of how long I've been collecting these. There's just no way for me to know who I got them from, and some of them are even officially bought, so there's not really anything I could reference other than just find it online. It's such a mixed bag of stuff that I have here, it's kind of hard to really reference where everything comes from, so I do apologize. But again, if you know anybody, mention them in the comments. I'm more than happy to see their names in the comments. It's not a problem. I just don't know them myself. But yeah, I forgot to mention it at the end when I was actually recording myself live. So make sure to go and check out my different Instagrams. I have my figure Instagram where I normally post like my anime interests and things, and then I have my personal where I do cosplay and art, also kind of just other interests and whatnot. But there's also the Discord that I have for me. I'm so cool, right? We just talk and hang out and sometimes watch things together, and I'd love to see you guys there and get suggestions, etc. But I'm about to start talking again, so I will see you later. All right, well, there's the first part of the wall done. I didn't realize, I mean, I had a lot, obviously. I filled 2.5 of the 6 boards that I have. I really thought I actually would be filling more of these, but I don't mind. I'm working small, that way I can actually grow outwards, versus if I kind of spread everything out, it's gonna be more work for me later. Maybe I'll post a picture of this on Instagram at Desunasis. That's my figure and anime Instagram. It's a little bit different, but you know, I might. It was really tough because I actually didn't have as many pins for keychains as I would have wanted. I had some old ones, like really old. You probably already might have seen, like some of these were really old pins, like I've had for years and years and years. Like this Hello Kitty one, I don't even know how old it is. I remember getting it with a candy way back when, and here it is being used again. I used to have it on an old bag before Ita bags existed. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry that I don't know who the artists are, and I may know 1 or 2 of them, but a lot of them are either official merch or I got so long ago or at who knows what con, so I unfortunately don't know a lot of them. If you do happen to know, feel free to just throw them in the comments. I mean, I'm more than happy to support many of these artists, as I already have. I just don't remember who they are because there's a lot of stuff. Some of these are years and years old. Like I got these at the first convention I ever went to, so it's old. But yeah, slowly but surely the room is coming into play. I'm hoping to fit more stuff in more places. It's already pretty crowded and I still have a lot of stuff to hang up still. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I hope you had a great last week. I hope you have a great next week. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.